Listen closely, because what's going on behind those limited partner agreements is not just paperwork. It's a battlefield where your control, your money, and your future get quietly stripped away if you don't act like you see what's really happening. You feel it, right? That gut punch when you realize your rights are vague at best, buried under layers of jargon and loopholes bigger than you ever expected. It's frustrating as hell. You're locked in contracts that seem fair on the surface, but actually give fund managers the playbook to move at their whim, while you sit there, barely able to influence anything. That feeling of powerlessness? It's real, and it's the industry default. Not your fault if you didn't know, but it is your fault if you don't fix it now. Here's the brutal truth. The so-called standard LP agreements are built to favor fund managers. They keep you in the dark about fees, control over investment decisions, or how and when capital gets used. Ever noticed how those nasty catch-alls about manager discretion and best efforts pop up like ticking time bombs? They effectively neuter your say. Don't buy the myth that the GP has your best interest at heart just because they say it in the agreement. They don't owe you that. The LP agreement is their shield, crafted to let them do almost whatever they want with your money. Sounds crazy? It is, but also fixable. If you want out of this, listen carefully, because half measures won't cut it. First, demand absolute transparency on fee structures beyond management and carried interest. Push for fees tied directly to actual performance milestones, not some vague operational expenses that fund managers pass around like candy. Insist on clawbacks that actually work. Don't let them slip through fingers when the fund tanks. You need real penalties if they fail to deliver. Second, negotiate for concrete governance rights, veto powers on major decisions, regular detailed reporting, and the right to audit without endless roadblocks. Don't accept updates or reports on their timeline. You own the capital. You have the right to know what it's doing every damn day. And here's the game changer. Take your time on the agreement. I know you want to move fast to get your money working, but rushing is like handing them the keys with a big "Welcome, abuse my trust" sign. Bring in lawyers who actually understand venture and private equity dynamics, not just some generalist who treats the LP agreement like a template. Every clause has bones to pick with, and every ambiguity is a door they'll walk through later. Now, if you're thinking, but that's just the way it is, stop right there. That's the lie fed to you so you stay quiet and compliant. There's a growing class of LPs who refuse to be victims, digging into the dangerous fine print, fighting for control, pushing hard on alignment. They're winning more transparency, better terms, and real influence, and if you don't catch up, you're just fueling your own frustration and losses. No more excuses. Don't be the LP who signed the paper and then pretended it didn't hurt when the fund diluted your position or stiffed you on distributions. You have power when you know the details others want hidden. Demand meetings where every term is on the table. Get deep on side letters and ask, what are they giving to insiders? How does that change your position? Insist on conformity among all LPs, not just some secret backstage deals. Fight for the right to remove the GP if they screw up badly. This isn't charity. It's protection of your capital and future. The clock is ticking every day you stay silent. If the last fund handed you terms that felt off, but you signed anyway, that frustration, that anger, they're fuel. Use it. Get aggressive. Your capital deserves a contract that doesn't box you in or leave you begging for scraps. It's your money, your future. The industry isn't set up to be kind, so you have to set the rules ruthlessly. This is about survival, not just of your investments, but your ability to actually impact the ventures you back. Wake up. Get ruthless. Take back control. Start questioning every single line. Because if you don't, you'll keep getting squeezed out and lied to. And one day, you'll realize you never really owned a piece of anything at all. Don't let that be your story. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to learn more.